There are rumors that he may still be alive, but I think it's quite difficult to get that ending.
Pay attention.
Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me. He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Hello, everybody. This is Brian from Playable Characters Podcast, level 180. Guys, girls, people, level 200's coming. 200 episodes of this stupid podcast. Can you believe it? It was just a dream 3.5 years ago. Now look at us. Now it's just me. I'm having a blast doing it. Hey, everybody. Review us on iTunes, Podchaser. It can help a lot. Even though we have like over 50-something, reviews on there. 5-star reviews, no less. The more, the better, we heard. If we had a few hundred, that would be amazing. If you've left a review, awesome. I love you. If not, take a second. Go to podchaser.com/playablecharacterspodcast or right there on iTunes if you're listening on iTunes. Reviews are awesome. Hey, I want to do something. If you want a shirt, if you want an awesome Playable Character shirt, email me at playablepodcast@gmail.com. Tweet at us, Instagram us, whatever you want to do. First person who does it, male, female, whatever you want, I'll send you a shirt. I want people to wear our merch, and you got to send me a picture. And you got to make an OnlyFans, and you have to wear your shirt. No, you don't. But just have fun with it. I want to send out some shirts to some people. So first person who listens to this and wants a shirt, email us or tweet us, whatever you want to do. Guys, are you ready for this episode today? Holy shit. I'm so excited. We have, you guys know, the longtime fan, we have a lot of cool, interesting people on the show. We have heroes. We have not so much heroes. The villains are the real fun ones for me. I think it's good to get inside their head to see what's going on. And you know what? I may even be wrong calling this person a villain, but just from our perspective, we've been taught we've been said this, he's a villain. We must stop him, but maybe he's not. We're going to get his side of the story. We are here today talking with Star Wolf, the Star Wolf leader himself, Wolf O'Donnell. How are you, man?
I'm doing well, Brian.
You know what? That's a villain voice, and I love it. In a good way, I mean that.
What the heck? What can I say?
That is your catchphrase. What the heck? You were hired by Andros to take out the Star Fox fleet or battalion or squadron, I guess, right? What's
pay me to take them out.
Oh, you wanted to take them out anyway. You just got a thing.
His father wronged me.
Yeah, tell us about that. I wanted to get into. We had Peppy Hair on a long time ago, and he's a big fan of James McCloud and loves Star Fox. Obviously, what do you have against him? Like, what happened? What was it when you were growing up? Why did you want to take out the Star Fox crew?
He's an inferior predator.
Well,
a fox.
Yeah,
insufficient for space battle.
Most animals are, I would think.
Obviously, you haven't encountered Star Wolf.
No, this is the first time. It's amazing. I mean, foxes and wolves, to me, as a dumb, stupid American, they're pretty similar, right? I mean, what is the difference between a fox and a wolf, and why do you feel you are the superior species?
Jaw strength, dominantly.
Okay,
I would say is the primary.
Yeah.
Also weight.
Okay.
I am heavier than Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I have better technology.
Star Fox does some cool stuff.
He does. But nothing compared to my Wolfen space battleships.
Yeah? Do you have an R-Wing yourself, or do you have something different?
I have a Wolfen. It's extremely similar to an R-Wing. It's sleeker.
Okay.
Flies more smoothly. Maneuverability is a little bit better.
Not as many polygons.
Yes, the polygons are insufficient to demonstrate the true grandeur of Wolfencraft.
Interesting. And did you make it yourself, or did Android?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't have that kind of engineering technology or mindset. I'm more of a killer and individual of that nature.
So I guess that answers the question. I guess you are a villain. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Absolutely not.
You own it.
I'm not a villain.
You
No, I would say I'm more of a mercenary. Whoever has the most money and the capability of paying me,
right,
most likely to get my services.
Okay, doesn't matter. Like Deadpool, he's not really a bad guy. He just wants to get paid.
I'm not more familiar with this Deadpool. I know that there are bets on which of the Star Fox fleet will take out first. I know that Peppy and Slippy are the most often lowest ranking on the Deadpool, with Falco and then Fox because of his higher maneuverability and his ability to do barrel rolls.
You got to do a barrel roll.
You do. I don't, frankly, as good of a pilot as I am, I still have a lot of trouble dealing with barrel rolls.
Really? I think it's just a quick tap of the L button.
Oh, no, I mean countering them.
Yeah.
You get behind me, I don't know what to do. All I can say is, what the heck?
Sure.
Eventually I'll say, I can't lose.
That is a good maneuver, I gotta say. I mean, I would. What does that feel like doing it yourself? Like, I feel when I play virtual reality in my home, and I play like a Starship game. Starship. What am I, 100 years old? I get very dizzy and want to barf. So, like, I feel like I'm not equipped. Maybe it's because I'm a human. You're a wolf. I don't know. Like, I'm not really equipped to do a barrel roll or go upside down.
Yes, my equilibrium tends to be a little bit better than most Homo sapiens or primates. I know Andrew, we had a big problem with him in Star Wolf.
Who is this?
He's related to Andros, who you previously mentioned.
Right. Andrew, yes.
Okay. And it was hard to strap him into the Wolfen craft. And he would always it would make his voice very high. And it was just not very becoming for the team.
For sure. Okay. You guys all you all need that villain voice, I guess.
Exactly. You gotta drop an octave at least.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, I guess. Is there some type of I don't know, mutual respect between you and Star Fox, or are you just like you said, he's got some good moves, right? He's got some good technology, but you just want to kill him and you'll be happy? Will you feel a little bad if you finally do, I guess, accomplish your goals?
Well, I can't say if I would be happy.
Okay.
But based on the number of times that he has destroyed my craft, I'm pretty sure that if I were to destroy his craft, it wouldn't kill him.
Okay.
Just get another ship.
Right.
And probably try again.
Right. It would save you money if you stopped blowing up your craft, I guess.
Exactly. I'm the real victim here, based on the amount of money. I wouldn't be a mercenary if it was not for Star Fox attacking my ships.
It's like a catch-20. It's like a catch-22. It's like you need the money to pay for your ships, but you need ships to go chase the guy who's killing your ships, who's exploding your ships.
Exactly. So, capitalism is a huge, huge problem.
Even in space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why we came to space in the first case. The Venom.
Yeah.
A chosen homeworld.
Yeah.
That's primarily a mining colony.
Venom's the name of the planet, correct?
Correct. Yes, it's the Lilat system.
Right. Weird name for a planet. Venom.
Venom. Yes, it's mostly based on the fact that it's a very, I'll say it, it's a disgusting yellowish hue.
It's okay.
It's a lot of sulfur on the planet.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. Now, right away, you mentioned the fox and the wolf thing. Are you guys natural enemies in the wild? I don't even know. I figured you get along because you're similar enough. Sorry, besides the jaw strength, I guess.
Yes. But Ten, the fox, as fancy you should say it, is typically a scavenger.
Okay.
Where they don't make many kills themselves. They have to rely on hunters such as the wolf,
right,
and actually capture the prey, kill the prey, and then they'll come in and try and get the leftovers.
Like a couple of fucking hyenas.
Similar, but again, the jaw strength is insufficient in comparison to a hyena.
They got strong jaws, don't they? I thought
They do. They have some of the strongest jaws of any of the animal kingdom. If you know any hyenas that might be interested in joining Star Wolf,
oh, nice.
I would be very interested in speaking to them. I recently recruited a panther, which also high jaw strength.
Sure.
But nothing compared to a hyena.
Now, how does a jaw strength come into play in a spaceship? How are you using that to fight Star Fox?
Well, when you focus on battle, you tend to tense up. And where that most prominently comes through is through the jaw. And that's what helps stabilize your craft, because it has a certain degree of facial recognition. You'll notice next time you see our images that we are always very, very squared up. And that's because our jawline, much like your cellular phone technology, requires us to be in the square frame.
Look at that.
Effectively pilot the ship. And if you don't have a strong jaw, it becomes more difficult.
Your ship just goes out of control, huh? I didn't think about that. Wow.
It will be wobbly. It won't necessarily go out of control. You are still using joysticks of some sort.
Sure, just a little wobbly. Yeah.
But it by no means is playtime.
Yeah.
Playtime is over anytime you get into a StarCraft.
Sure. I mean, I would all business at that point. Yeah. I just thought of this. I mean, as far as a rivalry, the two songs you and Foxes have, what does the fox say? Garbage, right? But Hungry Like the Wolf, that's a classic. Look at that. One more notch for the Wolves.
Yes, I am, despite my lack of affinity for the Fox, I am a fan of Yelvis, the band that created the What Does the Fox Say song.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Song about Stonehenge. Is the meaning of Stonehenge, which I like because the design of Stonehenge is very similar to the archways that we sometimes fly under get power-ups.
Yeah. Wait, they have two songs? Yelvis?
They have many. They also have a song called John England, which is about a United Nations peace negotiator.
Wow. How do you know
this?
It's
a fantastic song, but it does have some problematic language. But I chalk that up to them being of a foreign nationality and not understanding the issues.
It could be. Yeah, I'm shocked at your knowledge of Yelvis. Look at that. Hey, who had the name first? Because you go by Star Wolf, right? And we got Star Fox. Who had it first? It's very similar. I'm just saying,
I can't say with any certainty.
All right.
But I would like to say also, I killed Star Fox's father.
Just come right out and say it.
I did.
That's been a rumor. I know. Like, was it? Was there? Because you were young when you did it, right? Like, what? How come?
Yeah, I said I can't let you do that, Star Fox. And speaking of James McCloud, his father,
right?
And he succumbed to our battle with Andros, and he was defeated. It's very simple. There are rumors that he may still be alive, but I think it's quite difficult to get that ending. I don't think most people know that or are capable of sufficiently getting there. They hesitate too much.
Sure. Even with Game Genie, that's probably pretty difficult, I would imagine. Yeah. So I was reading up on you. I wanted to really get to know Star Wolf here, my guests. But you kind of hid for a while. You kind of like hid out. You recruited a bunch of villains and ne'er-do-wells, if you will. Maybe this guy Andrew. you were talking about before.
I'm not particularly sold on Andrew.
Yeah,
If I'm going to be completely honest, I've never trusted anything with opposable thumbs.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, I do. I'm sorry, but
You don't apologize for what the grand creator has blessed you with. Just because I don't trust you doesn't mean you're not something good.
oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, you don't trust me either?
No, absolutely not. You just said you had opposable thumb.
That's true. That's a deal breaker right away.
Yes.
Okay. What was that like? Because that's always a fun part of like movies and shows when the main guy's got to recruit his henchmen. Did you scour the galaxy? Were they all on Venom or in some shady places?
Well, with Andrew,
Where was he hanging?
Mostly nepotism.
Okay, right. Got to have at least one of those.
Andros insisted on us adding him to the crew.
Mm.
We did not want him. Then with Leon.
Yeah.
He's just a standard, high-quality pirate who I've worked with for years.
Space pirates are great. Yeah.
And then Pigma. Well, I never really trusted him.
How could you?
He has a knack for finding loot more effectively than most I've encountered, but he is a greedy pig, for lack of a better term.
Greedy piggy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I guess it's hard to trust a pig. I mean, yeah, you get that one person in the crew. They're good at finding treasure, but they're also a pirate, so they want all the treasure. Maybe they're not being honest to you of how much loot they already got. I don't know. Has there been any? Yeah.
It gets too greedy, goes off on his own.
Ah, okay.
Well, we are mercenaries.
Right.
You still have to have a certain code.
Sure.
Guides how we split the loot and how we take on new adventures.
I like it. You got to have a code. How did you rise up to become like the lord of these people? Why did they look to you as a leader? Did Andros groom you to become the lead, or had that happen? Did you always have that in your blood to be a leader? Leader of the pack, right?
Yeah. Well, I like to think that I set myself apart in the Lilat Academy space flight, but the rules of the system were too stringent, and there was a lack of flexibility in my ability to grow as a pilot.
Okay.
So I broke out on my own and decided upon finding new avenues. And I will say this, though I have been connected to Andros, I am not truly affiliated with Andros. I want to put that clearly here now.
Okay.
He's good. He's good. I will give him that. He has the capacity to attack effectively and create a lot of ships.
Yeah.
I'm better.
Oh, tell us about him. Like what? Yeah, I mean.
Well, he standard primate mentality, wanting to take over the Lilat system.
Yep.
Trying to, destroy life, make everything less ideal for everyone. A true ne'er-do-well, but also very, very wealthy.
Yeah, it seems
which is
like
always important.
Yeah. Yeah. If you.
But yes, I'm not a true believer in Andros's ideals or anything like that. If it wasn't for him, I would likely just be continuing my space piratry on my own.
Okay.
Taking opportunities to attack Star Fox as much as I could.
That's all you want to do. Does Andros have you on retainer? Like you can't.
It's effectively a retainer system, yes. Per battle, sometimes.
I got you.
A protection system for some.
Yeah.
To high value cargo. Whatever the man needs, so long as he's paying.
And like you said, he's super wealthy. You can't be a super villain. You can't be a broke ass super villain.
No.
You need that money. Again, he's constantly replacing your ships and your cruise ships. He's paying you. Is he getting fed up that, I don't want to come across the wrong way, that you haven't succeeded yet in taking out Star Fox and the rest of the gang? Or
Well, if he had a little bit more planning, we would be able to do this no problem. I've been a proponent for years of not just going at Star Fox with 4 ships at a time, but going with all of the ships that we have surrounded around the galaxy and the system.
That makes sense.
Just go for Star 1 and attack it. It's a very simple process. We don't need to hide our ships in an asteroid belt. Just send them in.
Plus, it's dangerous.
It is. And, you think, there's meteorites around. If he blows them up in the right order, he just bypasses half of the fleet.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you want numbers on your side. So they have 4 ships. Why don't you send 50? I'm with you. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if you got to replace him, you got to replace him. He seems like he doesn't mind to replace his ship. So just go for it.
Yeah. Right? Instead of 50 ships, send 200.
Keep going until you get that fucking Fox.
If just take the extra time, build the extra ships instead of having to rush production, and then go all out right away. It's a very simple, destructive process. And, I'm not saying that I want to take over the Lilat system, which I will say I would do an amazing job.
Oh, look at this.
The weaklings of the system would be so easy to control and mold into the community I think that it could become. But if I was to do that, I would absolutely build all of my ships, build everything in anticipation, and then attack.
Right. Do some, what's it called? QC, quality control. Make sure they're not wobbly. Maybe that's why they're wobbly.
Exactly.
Because they're rushed.
If you have a landmaster, you need to have the ability to stand on 2 or 4 legs, or on its wheels, or its treads, whatever they use.
Let's be honest.
That's a plan ahead for every craft.
Yeah, that's a pretty difficult machine in general. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're doing that one right. Yeah. What was it like the first time you got in an R-wing? It seems like it's like that's at home to you now. Like, you love flying. Like, was it cool that you got to be one of those ships, or like you said, the Wolfen or whatever it was?
Well, at the time when I was in the academy, it was a wing, very simple craft, a learner's craft. Typically one where the artificial intelligence can take over at a moment's notice if there's any problems. But I will say they took us through the standard training procedures, going as fast as possible, warp speed.
Yeah.
But I won't say that I got sick in that first flight, but I was apprehensive of going back the next day. I'll say that.
Yeah. Did you barf in the cockpit?
Yeah. No barfing. It's at the time it was not my preferred way to hunt.
Okay. What is?
Never say that I got soft or I was soft. Whoever says things like that about me are completely wrong.
Yeah, no, not me. I don't think so. I mean, you haven't had great success rate, I would say, but it happens to the best of us, right? And
yes, I mean, life is about the journey, not necessarily killing your arch rival.
That's a beautiful, that should be on a mug or something. Right?
Well, if you know any good suppliers, I'd love to make it.
Okay, I'll let you know. Wow. Are you Irish? Because your name's Wolf O'Donnell. Is that your full name?
I'm not familiar with the Irish planet. Do you know what system that is in?
It's in the Earth system. We just have people. I'm Irish. It's like it's green and shamrocks and stuff. They drink a lot.
I'm not familiar. My
Okay.
voice shifts fairly often. There would be some degree of Irish
Yeah.
interpretation in some, but usually I'd say no.
I got
No,
you.
I am
Okay.
not particularly Irish. It's more a father's name. I think we got it when we immigrated to Venom,
Sure.
one area.
Yeah.
I think they just, Wolf, okay, O'Donnell.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, it's a very regimented system there on Venom.
Seems strict and everything. It's interesting. Yeah. What'd you do before you got into all this and merkin and space pirating? Did you have dreams as a kid to do something else or
When I was a little wolf,
wolfling?
what I wanted to do most was be a dancer.
Interesting.
Yes, and I get some of that in my extracurricular exploits of a battle system that I engage in with famous individuals from various galaxy and universes. And I'm able to use the dancing skills that I learned as a child to effectively pirouette around the battlefield.
Look at that.
To
Wow.
jump on my foes.
That must have been something to see. That's cool. Has it
They
worked?
say I'm a little slow, but
Who says that?
I can more than make up with it with my final smash.
Yeah. One of the things I want to talk about is Smash Brothers. I mean, Fox is in it. Who else? Falco.
You name a character from the Nintendo greater universe, video game universe. I don't know what it's called. I don't know how we all got together. It was not clear in the rider when I signed up.
You're all drunk and then told to go fight each other.
Effectively, yes. That's what they did.
Then all 20 Fire Emblem characters came and started with their swords, which is not fair.
It's not. Their reach is so far, and you can't tell the difference. So if you have friendly fire on, and you have a Fire Emblem character on your team, but then there are Fire Emblem men on the other teams, you end up hitting your own teammates.
That's not fun, right? Are you in Smash? You are, correct?
I am.
Yeah, what's that like?
The 3 representatives from the Star Fox system.
Yeah, is that fun? I mean, do you try to? I know you don't really kill anybody. Do you try to secretly pop a laser right inside Star Fox's head or anything? Or
every time.
Okay.
If given the opportunity, it's just another chance to prove my superiority.
Yeah.
To Fox.
But again, you haven't done it yet. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, just pointing that out. But a lot of attempts, I guess, right?
Well, I can't let you do that, Brian. I can't let you just go around here disparaging my good name.
You're definitely good at what you do. Just like, you're right there. You haven't completely finished the task. Hey, you know what? If you're doing it just to get money from Andros, that's fine. Oh, damn, I lost again. Even though you had him in your crosshairs, so to speak, maybe if you just want to keep getting paid, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I won't deny that the steady stream of financial advancement has been quite nice.
Yeah. What does he pay you?
Well, you might know that my bounty is approximately 30,000 space bucks.
How much is that?
Well, 30,000 times 1 space book. I don't know the economy.
Me neither. Sorry.
And I will say this: there is a base price he pays that is more than adequate, and then, like any good boss, he pays expenses.
Oh well, that's nice. Gas, food, right? Cell phone.
Exactly. Laser build up, new ships.
Andrew's
Anything we
porn
could
habit.
need.
Andrew's porn habit. Right.
Well, I'll say this. You brought it up, not me. But he was a weird guy.
Yeah.
And I'm happy he's out of the group. It's a much more effective system when we have a smaller crew. Currently, we have Leon, my Panther friend, whose name escapes me,
That's all right.
and Crystal, who just recently joined the group
Oh.
from a great victory here.
Oh, there you go.
From Star Fox's fleet, because Star Fox was soft.
Oh.
He was too afraid that she might be hurt.
Oh, wow. Look
Now,
at that.
she is capable of showing how effective she is.
There you go.
I personally think that it's some deep-seated sexism on Star Fox's part, but I don't know that for certain.
It definitely could be. Look at that. Wow. What if one of your teammates, I call them teammates, I don't know, or crew members.
Teammates is fine. I mean, they are my subordinates.
Right,
but
crew members, whatever. What if they, quote unquote, accidentally kill Fox before you do?
It's still Star Wolf.
Okay.
Kills him.
You still get the credit?
Absolutely. It's not Star Leon.
No one by that.
Star Crystal. It's Star Wolf.
Star Crystal's not bad.
It is actually quite nice. It's very.
That's probably. I feel like
doesn't strike fear in the same way as Star Wolf.
That would be something I feel like Link. We have a guy called Link also. Actually, you probably fought him in Smash.
I have, yes.
I feel like a Star Crystal would be something that he would come across in his travels.
Absolutely, I could see him doing something like that.
Find the Star Crystals, something like that. Man, Wolf, this has been incredible, very eye-opening. I learned a ton.
Thank you.
Before we go, anything else you want to tell our fans, or you want to put a message out to Fox or even Andros? I don't know. Do you want to tell people anything?
I'll just say this to Star Fox.
Fox, are you listening? You son of a bitch! I think I'm against Star Fox now. You've changed my mind. Yeah, you've shown me the light.
Playtime's over, Star Fox.
That's it. That should strike fear.
It should.
Hey, you want to play a quick game with me?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love it.
Let's play a game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. So, Wolf, I'm going to give you 3 video game characters. All you got to do is tell me who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead. Okay. These are all random before the show. Beep, bop, boop. This first one, everyone knows, one of my favorite games of all time. One of the Battletoads. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, one of the Rash. His name is Rash. He's a green, cool Battletoad. He's got the shades. He's got a big mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, his hands turn into cinder blocks, and his head can turn into a battering ram. He's got everything. And he just starred a brand new reboot, which apparently is very good, I've heard. So that's the first one, is Rash from Battletoads. Not related. The next one is actually Toad from the Mushroom Kingdom. The guy with the mushroom head, he's got the vest and the big genie pants.
He's a good explorer, from what I hear.
He is. He's a Captain Toad. Captain, maybe might be good for your ships.
He does a little bit different. He's more of an archaeologist than anything.
That's true. Some people say he looks like a Donald Trump's penis. But we had him on the show to clear his name. And,
you had the penis on?
No, we had Toad on. We had Toad on. Yes, that would have been much harder to get. And this last one of my favorites of all time, Chun-Li from Street Fighter 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 5, and 2, and 2, and 2. Chun-Li, right? The cop fighter. She doesn't fight cops. She is a cop, and she fights people in the street to almost the death. Unlike our
there are multiple things here.
Yeah. What are your choices?
Against Chun-Li. Let's start with her.
Okay, go for it.
First, she is a human.
Yes.
Okay, she has opposable thumbs. That puts her very low on the list.
But those legs are godlike, apparently.
They are. That is concerning to me as a quadrupedal animal.
Okay, interesting.
Not like the idea of a bipedal animal having strong legs possibly stronger than mine,
Mm.
made of concrete.
Yes.
So I would say also her history as a police official makes me uncomfortable
I hear you.
associating with her based on my history of illegal activity.
Yeah, because all of our friends are probably in the same profession, and you don't
Exactly.
want
We can't have that.
No.
So I would, and based on my knowledge of Ryu, who
Yeah.
I have spent some time with
Oh, nice.
in the Smash field,
Yeah.
I would say let's just have her die.
Oh, wow. Right away. Chun-Li's gone. Interesting.
Chun-Li is gone.
Wow, you really don't give a fuck.
And, though amphibians are not my favorite indicators, I have great affinity for Leon in who is a lizardy chameleon.
Right. We got Slippy the Toad or Slippy Frog.
I'm not a fan.
Nah, no one is.
I'm not a fan of Slippy. Much like Andrew, her voice or his voice, I'm not sure. It's an amphibian. It's a weird thing. So I would say what was the battle toad's name?
Rash. There's Rash, Zith, and Pimple. This is Rash. Yeah, he's very cool.
I would say I would go to bed with him, and then I would wed the toad.
Oh.
Because he just seems like he would be a caring individual who could take care of me as I aged.
Sure, there you go. Plus, he lives in a castle.
Exactly. I mean, that's just good planning.
He's kind of a slave, but I don't know. I think Peach.
So long as he has the ability to go out on adventures,
right? She does,
and that could provide valuable loot.
You can find some resources.
Future endeavors.
Do you have to give Andros a cut of that, you think?
Absolutely not. I am no longer retained by Andros.
Oh, look at that.
I am a free agent.
Nice.
So if anyone would like to hire me,
what if Star Fox hired you?
We are available for any star battle, star transport, or for children's star battle parties.
Okay, it's good. You're branching out.
You gotta pay the star bills.
Yes. What if Star Fox hired you?
I would consider it based on the amount of money he had available.
Yeah.
But I would not commit to anything at this time.
Nothing long term. I hear you.
No, I just couldn't on principle.
Yeah. Very interesting. All right. Great answers. Very good reasons as well. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, Chun-Li, you're gonna bet her again, bro." Every time she's on, it's like, but it is like you said, it is a conundrum because of the cop thing right now. Rash would be probably have a good time in bed as well. I think he'd probably be down for anything. Toad, like you said, a little submissive, very caring though. Oh, I don't know. I think we will. Oh man, all right. I almost had the same answers as you because I want to live in that castle, but I'm going to wed Rash here. I'm going to wed the Battletoad. I think just hanging out with him all the time. We'll go on the speed bikes together. You know what I mean? He's always off. Yeah, he's always off on adventures too. So I'll have some time to myself. That'll be okay. We'll come home, be a nice time. He does eat flies though, which kind of sucks. I don't want to.
Oh, but then you have no flies.
That's true. Okay. Excellent point. So we'll wed him. And obviously, with these remaining two choices, I think I have to. Toad is going to die. I'm going to dead him. Just pull his mushroom hat over his face and suffocate him, maybe. Might be a nice way to go for him. He probably won't mind. And then, we'll bed Chun-Li for the 50th time, I think. Just, I think at this point, she knows that I'm into her. So she'll be like, one more time, Bri. No big deal. She'll take one for the team. That's how I'm looking at it. Sorry, Chun-Li. But one more time.
Seems reasonable.
One more time. Yeah. Mr. O'Donnell, this has been great. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're very busy.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I learned a lot. I mean, I changed my tune, I think.
Hell, if that's all you got, I'm fine with it.
I think I'm kind of on your side. I mean, what did Star Fox do something wrong, or it was just a money thing?
Mostly money and pride.
Okay.
He gets in the way one time too many.
I hear you.
He just doesn't understand how it is out there for people outside of the traditional Corneria Starfleet system.
Okay, he kind of got special treatment because of his dad.
Exactly. He just went straight to the top without actually knowing how to pilot initially. It's all nepotism is what I'm saying. Throughout, whether you're a good guy or a bad guy, it's all about nepotism.
And then you murdered his dad, so whatever. Took care of that problem.
Yes, and again, most likely is dead.
Right. I was gonna say
difficult to find otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe one day. Who knows? But again, thank you so much for joining us. We hope people take a second look again at what side is the right side here. I don't know. The game is called Star Fox, so we're led to believe he's the good guy, but I think things change. That's what I'll say. Things change and ideas change, and here we are now. But thanks, Wolf. You've been great. Everybody else, thanks for listening, and we will talk to you all next week. Bye-bye. Today's playable character was played by Matt Storrs. Check him out on all social media at MT Storrs. That's STORRS. And on YouTube with Infinite Sketch. That's NFNT Sketch on YouTube. No vowels. And on Facebook Live, Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's called Our Topic Tonight.